Alright, well, while I'm waiting on Coyote to get back, it is live on his channel. This is a recording. This is going to be a matchup. I'm just probably going to be letting Coyote doing most of the driving. But it's this matchup right here. So, IGL Spring 2020 Circuit, Tier 2 Division 4, Finals between the number 2 seed Tempest and the number 16 seed Best Buds Club Red Bull Squad. Here's the tail of the tape. Here's the roster. And on the other side, there's the roster.
Be the last time that I will bring the clothes on the bed. And words and stuff. And music and noise and sounds and Sorry, dude.
No, that's all
having a
right.
hell of a night. Let's go ahead and get in Rocket League. Go ahead and jump into a lobby together real quick.
Yep. By the way, I'm doing a recording, but I'm not gonna fight your stream.
Oh, dude, you're totally fine. Even if you wanted to stream, even if you wanted to stream and just co-stream it, it's literally completely up to you, man.
Nah.
Let me go post this around in some Discords real quick. Try to get some viewership. Hopefully, the boys over at Best Buds Clubs Network know that we're gonna be starting just a tad bit late.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, it's like 10 minutes before, so
I know, right?
we've done our part, right?
I know. Look, we've shown up.
I am going to check real quick. Wow, I can't pause, can I? Well, whatever.
Well, beautiful.
Let's hope I'm in. Oh, well, there's the call. That's not important. Oh, here's some nonsense I'm doing. What, channel chat? Yeah, okay. Hey, Dilly smartly posted it. I'm impressed.
Wait, Dillybar did? Man, wow.
Yeah.
That's honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just genuinely impressed.
I am too, because I'm the one that does all the shit for the club.
I was like, cause I know that you have to be like, yeah, I'm kind of the one who does most of the shit most of the time. Give me 1 second, just posting through all of these Discords, self-promotion. We got 6 people hanging out. And I've got a group I need to text as well. I'm going to put this one in the streaming announcements for Indie Gaming League. That'll probably get us the most. I want to add a file. What the hell? This always happens whenever I'm posting these in I also cast for United Rogue. When I'm posting these notifications in United Rogue, every time, man, they're aggravating. So tonight we started the Tournament of Champions, which was a whole bunch of fun.
Okay.
Me and Rad Sparky casted the very beginning of the Tier 4 matchups, which was a whole lot of fun, man. I had a good time.
Is it just is it both regions? Or
it's just U.S. East regions, okay. And but it's the top 2 teams from every division.
Okay. So basically the Tier 2s will fight it out in the Tier 3s and so on.
Exactly.
Okay.
What you'll end up having at the very end of this is one champion for each tier rather than having one champion for each division. So I'm excited for it, and it's kind of cool because on some of them you'll have rematches, of championship games where one team, like today we had a rematch of a championship game where the loser of the championship 3-0 swept. 3-0 swept the winners of the championship. It was super impressive. Almost done promoting.
It's all good. I was just doing some silent background stuff on my end.
Beautiful, baby.
And it's not working, but, I was just trying to bring up the stats for both teams. So I had something that looked semi-professional in this recording. But it's not.
Must be.
It's
You have
not.
to be. You
Yeah,
have to
well,
be. God damn it.
well, I mean,
Let me
again,
text you
probably
real
all
quick.
fair to IGL. It's probably overloaded with
About
all,
to say.
with just like all the last second. Again, that's fine. You know. So the best I can do right now is just show everybody's record.
That's, you know what? Do you have my stream pulled up right now?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead and have it pulled up and go ahead and mute the stream.
Okay.
Because that way you can use the stat board. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use you to go over the stats as we go through them.
Oh, okay.
So we've got, just so you know, we've got a starting screen, a starting student screen, and we've got an indie gaming league schedule screen, and then we go into the team stats head to head screen. Then we go into the players of team one screen. Then we go into the players of team two's screen, and then we go into the playoff bracket run on that scene, and then we jump into game number one.
Okay.
And that's how. So that way, and I want you, if you can, to go over those, and we can discuss those back and forth. Let me text this big group. Let them know I'm live. And I'll give you an introduction. You'll know exactly. You'll never. You'll be free to speak, sir.
All right.
Should I grab a beer or should I just drink this Pepsi? I'm just gonna drink this Pepsi. I just took a Xanax and I have like 10 beers deep. You know what? Beer. I'll be right back. And I want to make sure I have your name pronounced right. It's Anderchrist, right?
Andrew Christ, actually.
Anderchrist. Okay.
Yep.
Just want to make sure. I know we've talked in the past, and I just wanted to make sure I had your name right before I shanked it.
Oh, that's quite all right. You'll you'll love this next part in chat.
Oh, is it coming? Here, let's wait for it. Let's wait for it. Wow, man. First of all, dude, I appreciate that so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I can't even tell you. Normally, I'm like, most of my people, I'm like, hey, don't donate. Don't. I'm going through a really rough breakup right now, and I had to finance a bunch of furniture, and I'm struggling.
Oh,
And that helps so much, man.
oh,
I appreciate you.
you're quite welcome. Hey, you have to put up with me for 4 to 7 games. So for the next 30 to 60 minutes. So that's the least I can do.
Man. well, Andrew Gross, I appreciate that very much. Thank you, sir. I really do appreciate it. Let me go ahead and get I'm gonna go ahead and get the information typed up to send to Dilly Bar so we can send it over to the other captain. We're gonna make the lobby info IGL 1, IGL 10.
Okay. Well, good news is that's not going over my side.
All right, you ready to jump in here and start this sucker up?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Let's jump on in.
I am there. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. What time? It's Rocket League time. What's going on, guys? We are coming at you live. Monday, June 15th, the very last day for Indie Gaming League playoffs for the the spring circuit. Let me go ahead and give a shout out to Anderchrist for the 1,000 bits for a good, clean, professional broadcast. Thank you so much, my friend. And as for Brosby, for the follow, welcome to the pack, my friend. Hope you're having a good night. Hope you're excited. As tonight at 10 p.m., starting actually in 2 minutes from now, we have Tempest going against the Best Buds Club Red Bulls for the Tier 2 Division 4 Championship game. And would you look? Wait a second. Hold on. There's a disturbance in the force. Oh my goodness, there's an Anderchrist, a wild Anderchrist in the chat. Hello? Anderchrist, are you there?
Coyote, what's up, my
Oh my
man?
goodness, man. Whew. You
Seems
scared me. Said,
seems like
Jeff,
every
what's
3 months
happening?
it seems like every 3 months we get to run this back, right?
It does seem so. Once a year, Andrew, Chris, and I have come to a conclusion that we just do this quarterly now. It's just a quarterly thing. We show up, we stream, and then we talk to each other 3 months later, and then we say, "Okay, goodbye." How are you doing tonight, Andrew Chris?
I am doing I'm doing fine.
Good
Most
to
of
hear.
I would be doing better, but ranked league, ranked
Ugh.
life, solo queuing life, but it's not the
Well,
result, it's the journey.
it's all about the journey. It's not about what do they say? It's not the destination. It's the journey. You know what? That's bullshit. And we're gonna cancel that down right now. It's the destination. I can't get the Grand Champ anymore, and I don't like it. My ranks have tanked so hard. But we're not here to talk about that, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. I can go off on a tangent on my own all I want. Thanks for everybody for showing up. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you had a great weekend and a good start to your work week for most of you. Monday, the Monday Fun Day, which is something that nobody should ever say. And if they say it to your face, you should kill them. What's going on, Gormy? Good to see you, my friend. So tonight you're going to have a dual cast between, not between, excuse me. We're on the same team here. Me and Anderchrist are going to be casting this matchup between the Best Bud Club's Red Bulls versus the number 2 seed Tempest. Just take a look at those seeds there. Number 2 Tempest, number 16 the Cinderella story. Could be possible to come back to life. Oh wait, power's back up for you, Gormy. Good job. Could be possible to have the Cinderella story come true here, as Andrew Christ is actually a part of the Best Buds Club. Isn't that correct, sir?
That is correct.
Not
Um,
to confuse BBC with anything else, like big black chihuahuas. You gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for those big black chihuahuas.
oh, good old, what is it? Mind games, fake outs with club acronyms and that sort of thing.
Yes, sir, man. You guys, I tell you what, you guys are creative over there at the Best Buds Club Network. Great people over there. Please feel free, not feel free, to give Best Buds Club's network a follow on Twitch. I believe your guys' Twitch is just twitch.tv/, is it BBC Network?
No,
Or is
it
it
is
actually
it's spelled out. Best Buds Club Network.
Best Buds Club Network? Hey, guys, if you guys want to take a second real quick before we start going into this, go give them a follow over at Best Buds Club Network. They're an incredible organization. They have plenty of Rocket League teams, plenty of competition, and a really friendly environment that I've been welcomed into with warm dinner lady arms. But in reality, they are a great organization. Go throw those guys a follow. Throw them a sub. They're really great, and promise you to provide great content to you. But we're going to go ahead and get started because we're running a little bit behind as the game was scheduled to start at 10 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and jump over to the stat screen between these two teams, and I'm going to let Anderchrist take it from here. On the left-hand side of your screen, you've got Tempest, and on the right-hand side, you've got the Best Bud Club's Red Bulls. Anderchrist, all yours, sir.
All right. So here's the tail of the tape. Also worth mentioning, Tempest right now running undefeated. You can obviously see just kind of from the stats. One on the Tempest side. It's just the same three players throughout the season. Diesel seems to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting up front, but plenty of support from Brilsby and Lycan Fox. Um, so you know, there I would say that this is a number two undefeated seed for a reason. Almost 3 goals a game. Pretty stalwart in the back, 3.5 saves a game. And they're pretty good at linking up, 1.25 assists. Um, we go over to the other side, the 16 seed Red Bulls. They've used 4 people. I could tell you that the primary people have been Dilly Bar, Big Daddy Griff, and Squiddy. And I will also say that these numbers are slightly inflated by a 20 plus goal game that
Wow.
you know someone quit halfway through. So it was
That's rough.
for the members in the BBC club. It was actually nice to actually see this club keep the full, pedal to the metal for once. But yeah, for the most part, Dilly doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Um,
As he's been known to do, man. I've had the pleasure of playing not just with Dilly, but watching him. He's a great offensive player, isn't he?
yeah, he's actually for as much grief as I give Dilly, he's been doing a lot of the work. Because normally I would say normally he plays in that two role, as a good support. But yeah, lately he's been turning it on since I last looked at this at the end of the regular season.
Okay.
Um, so that's always good. And you could say this. You can say the same thing on the Tempest side as well. It's always good when you have your second also contributing as much as possible. You know.
You were totally right, and I will say Tempest has played on my stream multiple times. Actually, not multiple times. They have played on my stream in the past. Give me 1 second, just let these guys know that they joined the lobbies. Wait for my go. All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure nobody joined in before we were. I was making sure no one wanted to join in the lobby while we're still going over stats. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and jump on over to the players' screen team right now to take a look at Tempest and a little bit of a breakdown. You've got the team captain, Lulich and Fox, and followed up by Brilsby and Diesel on the bottom. Look at those, man. Who do you think the most lethal? Who would you determine the most lethal out of that, Antichrist?
I mean, the obvious choice seems to be Diesel, 1.5 goals per game, and it. This just seems like just a beautiful, beautiful lineup. Everybody contributing, but again, everybody's really dangerous. Again, we're probably going to see some similarities over on the Red Bull side. With right now, what stands out is like in Fox kind of from the back, but just because he's he she they is only at a quarter of a goals per game, you know that's because they may never had to have called on the Fox.
That's
Um,
true.
so
Defensively strong as well with 2 saves a
yeah,
game. Same thing with Brilsby, man. Both of those players defensively strong and assisting. The assists kind of tell a story of themselves, tell a story of their own. Coach Jordan, thank you for the follow, brother. I hope you're having a good night, brother or sister, or them, or he or she. It's all about gender equality tonight, as the Supreme Court has ruled. LGBTQ people cannot be discriminated against. No shit, it's America, brother. Anybody gets discriminated against in America, you get clapped. You get clapped by boys like me. We stand up for rights here. Sorry, completely went off on a
no,
tangent.
that's
I
quite
apologize.
that's quite all right.
Well, in the meantime, excuse my tirade. We're going to jump on over to the Best Bud Club Red Bulls, number 16. Let's take a look at their stats. There he is on top, Dilly Bar, the captain. And wow, lethality is the name of the game, isn't it, Andrew Chris?
Yeah. Again, a lot of stuff is just kind of settled and weirdly changed. Kind of heading throughout the playoffs. Again, Griff has done. Having watched and cast a lot of their matches, Griff has done a lot of the heavy lifting. But Dill's right now on a tear. Um, you know, so it's kind of Dill, Griff, kind of switching roles a little bit, which is again great. Call it on the other side too. Tempest looks to have that dual role there, and obviously what stands out, same thing on the Tempest side. Squiddy working from the back. Again, slightly higher numbers. Again, probably boosted from that 20 goal game, but that's what happens. That's that's
Hey,
one why you play the games, and you
amen.
go
That's
after stats.
exactly right. That's what. Look, well, I'm gonna take a boost. I'm gonna take a boosted stat any day of the week. I'm sure that many players here will also do so, especially as we go into the championship game. And right before we jump on the game time, we've got all players down on the field. But first things first, let's take a look at the bracket run that these teams have had to play. You can see at the very top left-hand corner of your screen, you can see where the Best Bud Club Network Red Bulls come in and at 16th seed, very last one making playoffs, and take out the seed one Shinobi from Shuriken Esports. Then move on, take out Blue Line Army in round two, 3-1, and 4-1 Jaguars RL, and now they're here in the championship. As far as Tempest, if you look towards the middle of your screen, the eighth team from the bottom, they 3-1 against the Bush Trackers in round one, ended up 3-0 over IGC, and then 4-0 win over Frontside Esports, which I casted earlier last week. If you were here for that, that was definitely an exciting matchup to watch Tempest come out and play strong. As the night is getting late and this moon is rising high, I would say it's about time to jump over to the field. What do you say, Ander?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's get some Rocket League in.
Sounds fantastic, man. Oh my goodness, that's the best news in the entire world. Oh, let me just double check real quick. I did get a message from a player in particular. Excuse me for just a moment. I always want to make sure before I'm I get okay. This is to no fault of their own. Cindy, unfortunately, I'm already streaming. If you're already looking here, but a 10-minute notification asking me to stream a championship game is probably not going to happen. We've got one in front of us going down now. It's Tempest, the number 2 seed in Division 4, Tier 2, versus Best Bud Club Network Red Bulls. Let's jump on down to the field and watch these powerhouses roll out. This is a Champ 3 to 1599 MMR GC lobby. We're expecting nothing less than perfection as kickoff goes underway. Remember, this is a best of 7 series instead of the normal best of 5, and tonight we will crown a champion.
Yep, somebody's going to get that gold 1 trophy. And the loser, well, they're going to be stuck with the 2.
It definitely hurts whenever you go and have you consistently have the second place trophy. As I'm sure you know, I've told the story enough about how Coyote has multiple number 2 trophies in his cabinet right now. Very saddening.
I would have to say I would be jealous of your trophy case. Because I don't even have 1 trophy with a number on it.
I will be honest with you. When it gets to a point when you have so many of those number 2s and you keep trying for number 1, you just give up. Oh goodness gracious, Lycanfox. I'm confused on how to pronounce his name. How did you pronounce it, Andrew? Chris, you say Lycanfox?
I think it's Lycanfox. I mean, I'm one who loves shortcutting names, so I don't screw them up that much. So I might be calling him Fox throughout the broadcast.
Works good for me.
Oh, nice shot from Dill right there.
What a great placement. As he takes that pass from Murloc, slots it over the top. Brill's coming in for that challenge. Wasn't enough. Dilly able to get control, pop it over the top. 1-0 lead for Red Bulls off the bat. Only a minute and 12 seconds into game number 1.
So, something I do just want to call out, just for all teams. Griff not starting tonight for Red Bulls. Murloc in Griff's place. It's good to Murloc had a stat line, so he had played during the regular season. It's always good, to have subs on your roster because you never know what may happen. And in this case, it's good that you can also have someone step up just in case someone can't make it for whatever reason. I have no idea exactly why Griff isn't here, but I'm sure it's legitimate, and it's good to see. It's good to see Murloc on the field.
I agree. Having a sub is one of those things that I believe a lot of teams take for granted. I mean, it's to have another player just in case. And that's the one thing I always hear. I want a just in case player. I want a player who, just in case my best players can't line up, I want one who can just come in just in case. I want to have one on the roster. When you find a team that implements that rotation of the third man, fourth man, whatever it may be, whether you're playing 3v3 or 2v2, it can make a world of a difference if you're down by a goal and you have one player who's just playing offensively heavy. Oh, Diesel with the own goal, giving Dilly another shot on target and another goal.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for Tempest.
Going down 2-0 early in game number 1. And game number 1 is always about finding nerves. You've heard me say it once. You'll hear me say it a billion, trillion more times. Game 1 is all about nerves. It's all about finding out about the other team's weaknesses. It's finding their strengths. Finding exactly what you're doing that's successful and what things you should stay away from. What good defensive moves and offensive moves do you notice that the offense and defense go for on the opposing team? Having that information is vital and will help continue on a series. Oh my goodness, Dilly Bar, the own goal from midfield, back in the net, Fox with the goal.
Boy, you do not know how bad I want to type in chat for that. Instead, we'll just have to relegate to the broadcast and say, huh, typical Dill right there.
That will be something that will be brought up, I'm sure, right after this matchup is a complete Dilly Bar. We will bring that goal back up, and the one that will hopefully, not for his sake, live in infamy, but in our minds, definitely will.
Oh yeah, I mean that's already a candidate for Whoops of the Week, right?
I'm about to say, if not, it should be, and that should be submitted soon as Dilly goes in to try to reconcile and put another goal in. But the ball is off target, and Diesel has a chance to clear it out to Fox. Fox for the double. And Squiddy TV, let me go over Squiddy real quick. Squiddy is a player I've been friends with Squiddy since 2018, I believe, was the first time I ever saw him. He played on Xbox at the time, I believe. Or it may have just been me who played on Xbox. But I remember meeting him and being like, wow, this guy is so incredibly impressive skill-wise, mechanically, just talented player. And he would never use a microphone. And I had no idea how his age. I thought he was probably like a 25-year-old man, similar to most of us who play this game. And he turns out he's a very young teenage boy who's incredible. Double tap Aroni. Double tap Aroni unfollow. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Black Dicey, he says he won his championship series against Banana Bear yesterday. Congratulations. That trophy will be uploaded soon as the week is over. Today, actually at midnight tonight, Eastern Standard Time, so in 2 hours, the season will be over and all trophies will be begun to be awarded. Excuse me for my terrible English language speaking there.
Ah, don't feel bad. How many times are we going to have words problems? Wow! This is Rocket League!
This is Rocket League! This is Rocket League! What an incredible shot from Diesel off the half volley midfield, tying us up, bringing it to overtime. I was completely unprepared for that to happen. Let's see if they can capitalize in overtime as Dilly Bar gets it clear down to the mid. Murloc putting it past Brills. Brills racing into the corner. Murloc almost with a double touch. Dilly Bar taking control, and he can't take control of the ball. He'll take control of the boost instead. Squiddy coming up over the top, going for the touch off the sidewall, misses contact, and now it's back in Dilly's possession. Off the back wall, up to Murloc, blocked by Diesel. Seems like the boys on Red Bulls have got their work laid out for them here, as Tempest has the same.
Yeah, Rebels have had, seems like more of the attack. But again, like, kind of as we called out at the beginning, like, Tempest has the defense. So, also in game 1, who's going to break first?
It's always interesting watching game 1s go down, especially when they go into overtime. It makes me think, when I see a game 1 go into overtime, it's normally going to be going a farther series. I can't say a guaranteed game 7, but most games that I do cast end up going the way Oh, the shot coming in from Diesel. It's slotted top right-hand corner. Tempest take game number 1. The touch from Dilly Bar, not enough off the back crossbar. Murloc and Squiddy unable to make contact. That one slaps in. Tempest take game number 1.
Very good result for Tempest, I must say. Heck of it, again, I know I'm repping BBC here, but you know, as a broadcaster, that's exactly what what I want to see out of a team is that, what are you made of? Can you come back from behind? And Tempest got the last second goal, about a minute and a half in overtime, got the win, and that was two very, very exquisite goals from Diesel there.
It really was, especially right now. I really have to say the offensive pressure coming out from Tempest was really elite level towards the very end. Even the shot differential doesn't quite line up with Red Bulls, but the defense was a little bit more impressive out of Tempest. If Red Bulls can really emphasize their attack, put a little bit more offensive pressure on the ball, I have no doubt they'll be able to change up the series, change up the possession, change up the scoreline, and hopefully change up, for their sake, the lead in the series. We jump now down to Tempest being 1-0 for the Red Bulls. We're ready for game number 2. Let's jump on back down to the field. We've got 30 viewers in the chat, guys. Hope everybody's having a wonderful evening. Thanks for stopping by on this late Monday night for the final Indie Gaming League Championship game live on a Coyote stream. Let me respond to his message real quick. And they are all good to go. They're jumping back down to the field. Let's go ahead and mute the tunes. As much as I love Strawberry's Wake by Dance Gavin Dance. God, I love that song. We can't listen to it. It's time for Rocket Power Octane. Love this. I wish you could smell the gasoline, Andrew Chris. I wish you could smell the boost.
Wow. Diesel, 3 in a row. That's a poor clear. And just chef's kiss there. That's a nice play by Diesel.
What a little kiss on the lips that was to that ball. So gentle. I would honestly let him handle my child. Oh my goodness. But Murloc, I would not let him handle my child because he would smash him into a net at 16 miles an hour, which for a baby I'm sure is still lethal. So, in Black Dicey, I don't know half the things I say, man, which is what makes this stream so much fun. I hope you guys enjoy it. Murloc, great goal to tie up the series, or tie up the game. Looking for the tie series now is Red Bulls. The ball goes into their defensive half. Squiddy TV taking it slow up the wall. Tease Fox coming in for the challenge, opts to pass it down to Dilly. Dilly's unclear, is unfortunately blocked. That one's going to be in front of the net. Dilly, good catch, good pop over the top. Now we're back over in blue territory. Oh, the misplay by Squiddy. Will it be capitalized on? It will not. Good save by Murloc. His Diesel shot was coming down, raining like hail. Right through the top of the net. Brill's going for the double touch. Unable to get it. That one saved and cleared out by Squiddy. Something Squiddy's been known for since I've ever first started playing with Squiddy, or actually first played with him. His back wall play is impressive. Man's got great car control. Unbelievable player overall. But car control is definitely his expertise. That one rolls right off the side. Now Diesel's in possession. Coming out of the blue half. Andrew, Chris, tell me. So far, what are you seeing that's coming out different for Red Bulls that maybe will give them the chance to take this one away? Anything in particular?
Nothing's really stood out. I feel like, funnily enough, I just think that, if they play their game and eliminate something that's plagued them all season long, which is their double commits, they definitely have a chance against Tempest. But, they're going to have to be smart with their rotations. Again, just it feels like, Tempest has just a pretty good back line. Nice dodge there from Murloc there.
Defensively, Tempest has held together strong, only letting one goal by them off of a infield pass play down to Squiddy, I believe, is the one who put that goal in. Let's double check the stat board. Nope, excuse me, Murloc. Murloc
Yeah,
actually put the goal in.
off the face-off too.
Off the face-off. I think that is, oh my goodness gracious, but Squiddy heard me talking, his ears were ringing, and his engine was purring, baby. What a shot from the midline, straight across, midfield shot, directly in 2-1 lead.
Nice pass play. Nice counter there from the Red Bulls. Still, halfway into Game 2. Still anyone's game, even though Tempest is down by 1. They've already shown in Game 1 that they can come back. So,
They sure have.
with no time left on the clock as well. So, Red Bulls just need to be careful.
Very good point. I did not. Very good point indeed. I was honestly so just out of it that I wasn't even paying attention to the clock. I was like, okay, this was going to be over, and then that pop shot to bring it into overtime really had me probably the most shocked out of everybody in the audience. I believe I should have been paying more attention, but Murloc, he's going to make sure that doesn't happen again as he puts away the third one for Red Bulls.
So, Fox missed. And I can't really fault Brills there for Tempest. I think Brills was playing just, slightly defensively, but expecting Fox to get the hit. I could be wrong, but that's just kind of how that one felt. But regardless, anybody will always take those. And Red Bulls find themselves up 3-1.
Position to be in after taking the heartbreaking loss in overtime, game 1. Game 1 is one of those games I just can't ever find myself to trust the scoreline of game 1. And I've seen teams 4-0. I have seen teams 3-3 and then take a loss in the fourth one, and the team that won game number 1 loses, wins. I've seen reverse sweeps from 0 to 3 up to 4 to 3 wins. Game 1 is such a, I don't want to say meaningless game, because it's not. Game 1 is the most important game of all in this series. But the scoreline does not have the same impact as any other game. And it's strictly because you're feeling out your opponent. The job and goal of game number 1 is not to win. The goal of game number 1 to be a successful Rocket player is to find the weak spots and your opponent's offense and defense, and like in Fox, throwing exactly what is a strong point out of his offense past Murloc and over Squiddy.
Nice placement there by Fox. And, defensive miscue again from the Red Bulls. They do not want to give this lead up.
I will be honest, and if they do, I will be shocked. They've been holding together so well. Good defensive save there from Dilly Bar. His Brill's shot coming in with some power. And Ty Sty coming in the chat saying the goal is not to win, it's to send a message. Damn straight, Ty. That's why we keep you around and keep you moderated, man. You speak nothing but the truth, so help you God. Looks like this one, though, is going to go in favor of Red Bulls. They're going to take game number 2 as long as this ball hits the ground. And there it goes. Red Bulls tying the series 1-1 with Tempest.
So I don't know if you noticed in the last 15 seconds there. Red Bulls offensive double commit. Tempest almost had the breakaway, and I know almost doesn't always count, but that was very, very dangerous for Red Bulls. Tempest almost got the tying goal. So again, Red Bulls, I think they need to be careful on that. I'm just very worried about this already from what I've seen just out of Tempest. Tempest just looks to be just a very, very solid team. Again, they're 9-0 for a reason. And the Red Bulls just have to they just have to cut the double commits out. Otherwise, Tempest is going to make them pay.
I will agree. They have shown up and shown out very powerful in both of those games. I will say that gameplay wise, I have been more impressed with Tempest only because of the way. Oh, great server crash! Yay!
Okay.
Let's
I
go
guess.
ahead and drop out of that one. We'll go ahead and create a new one real quick for these boys to join in.
That's not surprising.
Isn't it beautiful? Rocket League is just so perfect, guys. Let me go ahead and catch up on some alerts real quick. You got green. Thank you for the follow. ETS Pulse, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you both are having a fantastic evening. Welcome to the stream as we are going to be crowning the last championship matchup. Excuse me, we're going to be crowning the last champion of this championship matchup for Indie Gaming League's Spring Circuit between the Best Bud Club Red Bulls versus Tempest, the number 2 seed versus number 16. This could be a true Cinderella story. Only time will tell. I've got here in the booth with me Mr. Anderchris. Anderchris is an excellent commentator, great friend of mine, absolutely beautiful human being. His body, they say, was carved out of nothing but solid gold.
Yeah, and then it went straight to hell from there.
And then it went straight to hell and melted into a pool, and then they tried to recover it. Just as Brills tries to recover off that shot off the crossbar. Fox trying to keep the pressure up, but that one's cleared out by Dilly and Squiddy. Squiddy with possession, taking it off the sidewall, demoed for his own trouble. Responding in a good spot there. As Dilly's right in front. The pop shot over the top. Can Fox make contact? He will. But will he make contact again? He won't. Oh, but actually he will.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
One
Tempest.
there.
Panic defense from the Red Bulls.
You can definitely see it as they all clump together in that one corner. Not something you want to see if you're rooting for them. How does the Tourney of Champions work? I'll tell you about that after Gourmet. I'll make sure to let you know exactly how it works. I'll go over it after this. This is the only series we have tonight is between these two. This is the final Indie Gaming League's Spring Circuit Championship game. If you stay around until after this series, I will explain the Tournament of Champions in a little bit more detail as we had the first stream tonight, and I will have more to give for you guys soon. Fox with the 50 on Dilly Bar. Murdoch, oh my goodness, Murdoch almost getting the double touch off the back wall. Squiddy Ops taking it from the ceiling. Fakes the ceiling shot. That one's going to bounce down. Dilly Bar coming in to capitalize. BBC go up by 1.
I don't know if that was planned or not, but that did mess up the defense. Dill there to clean that up.
Whether it was planned or whether it wasn't, that was an incredible play. Fantastic. And Gourmet, yes sir, I'll either DM you or I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll be online tomorrow. You just yelled BBC LMAO. I know, dude. Oh my goodness, look at all these BBCs on. Oh man, I'm really glad I'm the only person who's permitted to post links in my chat. Otherwise, I feel like when Best Buds Club comes on and plays in my stream, we'd have some very, I wouldn't say highly inappropriate. I would say very adult-oriented. There we go. There we go. Heart BBC. And BBC, what do you guys think it stands for? Wrong. It stands for Big Bald Chihuahuas. We've already went over this.
Numerous times. Despite what anyone says.
God, I can't. And Panda's over here showing off. He can also post links in the chat. Gonna have to take that away from him. Let me go do that real quick. I'm just kidding, Pandas. Just messing with you. Hope you're having a good night, man. Thanks for joining in. We're running about 40 viewers right now for this matchup. This is really intense for Tier 2 Division 4. Champ 3 to 1600 MMR GC players. Now, Andrew, Chris, you know more players on the Best Bud Club Red Bulls more than I do. Are their ranks still about Champ 3 1599 GC, or are they a little bit higher now?
Um, yeah, I think they've a couple of them have gotten over to 6. Ooh, that's an offensive miscue.
Yes, sir.
A couple of them have actually cleared 1600, so this is kind of like the last hurrah in Tier 2 before they go to Tier 1, or as I like to call it, the IGL Open Tier.
Yes, sir.
But it's not totally surprising. They've been in Tier 2 for since the summer, so they finally got their level up. So yeah, but I'm saying this as far as I know, nothing like too crazy, like suddenly getting to 1800. But they've definitely redlined all their accounts and stayed over 1600 for multiple points. Yeah, multiple points throughout the season. So this is it. They're going to Tier 1 after this.
Well, congratulations to them completing that milestone. Tier 1 is a tier, I like what you say, the Indie Gaming League Open tier, because that's exactly what it is. I mean, if we see we have plenty of people in here watching the stream. I appreciate you all very much. Thanks for coming by. I'm sure the teams here appreciate you, as well as Squiddy TTV puts one in for himself, giving Best Bud Clubs the 2-0 lead. Back to what I was saying, I really don't remember. Jeez. Well, I guess that's it. GG's, guys. Coyote out. I really can't remember what I was saying, and that's really aggravating me.
Was it about Tier 1?
Yes, it's about Tier 1 being the Indie Gaming League Open Series. So 1600 MMR is the minimum requirement to play in Tier 1. For those of you who are interested or who will be playing in Tier 1 next season, including the Red Bulls, know that there are teams that are 1600 MMR. There are teams that are 1700 MMR. There's a few teams that are 1800 MMR. There's a couple teams that are 1900 MMR. And there's two teams in particular that average 2,000 MMR, top 100 players. Just keep that in mind before you sign up for next season.
I would welcome the challenge. I'm not even close to there, but that's I've gotten personally stomped in some qualifiers. Yeah, it's even when watching official streams or whatnot, it is always just even if you don't know who they are, it's just you kind of get a little bit starstruck and just like, these guys are just world class compared to us. Those 1900s, those 2000s, those pros, those bubble players. And that's why I call Tier 1 the open division. Anything goes.
Anything goes, as long as you've at least proven yourself to be above 1600 MMR. But good luck. And I'm glad they do that, only because if they were to do a 2000 MMR only league, there would be two teams and they would play each other for 6 weeks in a row, and then there'd be one playoff match. It would be boring. It would be terribly boring. But I remember that in particular, the first time I had casted for a professional Rocket League player. I've casted for a few professional Rocket League games in my past. Nothing on any big channels, just for professional Rocket League players. One of them was a guy from the RLCS Season 6, Go Rocks Go. I believe he was a backup for, I can't remember the team. It was the United States team, but he currently plays in United Rogue on one of the Ramen Bowl teams. And I saw him in the lobby, and he was playing exceptionally well compared to his teammates. This lobby was already confirmed to be 1850 and above. So I knew we were in for some high-tier Rocket League. And then Go Rocks Go comes in. He plays extremely well, holds the line for his team, and leaves the lobby at the end of Game 1 and says, "Hold on, be right back." jumps out and then throws on the RLCS Season 6 contender tag. I was like, holy hell. it's wild when you see players who are like that, who still compete at the same level. And there are other players out there who may be even higher skilled than the Go Rocks Go and players of that nature who don't have that title. And I think that's what makes Rocket League competitively such an interesting game, is you never know what you're going to get. Just like Forrest Gump said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one is going to have that shitty fucking pink flavored, chocolate covered nastiness. God, who put that in that box needs to be executed. Do you not agree?
Yeah, I kind of agree, because, you know, somewhere along the line they had to go back to market research and, like, you know, refresh that box.
Yes, sir.
Nothing double commit there from Red Bulls. Sorry, I'm just going to be calling that out all stream.
Oh, you're totally fine. You're coming out from the Best Bud Club's analysis. You are more than welcome to be able to be very critical of your boys. Fox taking that one off the back wall. First of all, Pizza Eater 249. Me and you were gonna be best friends. My favorite food in the world is pizza, with a little bit of Parmesan, cheese, and I dip it in ranch. And I don't. You know what? People who say pineapple doesn't belong on pizza. I think that you're crazy. Pizza is a pizza. You can do whatever you want with it. If you wanted to put eggplant on your pizza, I'd call you absolutely disgusting. But does that make it less than pizza? Yes, it does, actually. Now that I think about that, I would not be happy. Oh my goodness, Murloc almost with a solo play right on the net. Follow-up touch coming in, and there goes Dilly Bar putting in the second goal for game number 4. Man, Red Bulls have come out to play.
So, just kind of what I've been noticing, just right now throughout the series. Again, Red Bulls seem to have the attacking advantage. And Tempest seems to be just sitting back a little bit, trying to play a counter game. And obviously, it worked in game 1 when the Red Bulls were making mistakes. You know, other at a time when I interrupted about a minute ago for the double commit, like, the Red Bulls have been keeping their mistakes down to a minimum. It's kind of really hard, you know, for Tempest to counterattack, you know, unless Red Bulls just dribble the ball into the defender. You know, to get their game going. Obviously, Tempest is probably going to have to look to try and be just slightly more aggressive, try and switch something up. Because if the Red Bulls aren't making any mistakes, you know, it's just not going to help Tempest at all.
Well said, honestly. I do agree with you. Just from what I've seen on the field here. Oh my goodness gracious, Brill's coming out with that demo. Wow. The way to capitalize there, as you can see, we were just talking about how Tempest is having a little bit of struggle on their offensive side of the field. They may have found a key to their success. Only time will tell to see if that holds up. But let me just go ahead and we lost a bunch of viewers a minute ago because Coyote said something about pizza. And I want everybody to know that I am not your dad. I do not give a fuck what you put on your pizza. Whether you eat it with ranch, whether you eat it with blue cheese, whether you eat it with pineapples, I could care less. The division of this is at the top screen. Look right underneath the scoreboard. You'll see it. Tier 2, Division 3. Ranks are at the bottom right-hand side beneath the boost total. Champ 3 to 15.99 GC. And thank you so much for that follow, Rye Bread. If you are against pineapple on pizza, awesome. If you like pineapple on pizza, I don't care. If you like ranch on pizza, cool. If not, I don't give a shit. Oh my goodness gracious, Brills does it again.
So,
what in the world? Brills twice in a row, the same man tying it up with 0. Saying we can't pick up back boost, us either.
So, Diesel has a This Is Rocket League goal in Game 1. Brills now has a This Is Rocket League goal in Game 3, or Game 4. Holy cow. Because it's 2-1. I know what I'm doing as a caster, right?
You do. I believe Antichrist deserves an award. Oh my goodness! And you know who doesn't deserve an award? Squiddy. You know who does? Diesel for putting that one right past him. Squiddy getting so close. The touch almost looks like a ghost touch.
Well,
Yes. The game is this game cast? Yes, the game cast. Game counts. New server. Being made. Same join info. So this one will go in favor of Tempest. Tempest will tie up this series now. 2-2.
and we are exiting. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, definitely. That was definitely a hard loss there for the boys on Red Bulls. I saw that the back boost wasn't populating. Oh, we don't need to see that. No one needs to see. No one needs to see Coyotes ranks. That's just blasphemous. Squiddy always within them saves. Says K Rody. He says coming out and throwing the fuck pineapple on pizza. Man, I like Element Raider, Black Dicey, all of you boys all coming out here being like, man, fuck pineapple on pizza. And then a legitimate comment coming out being Squiddy always whiffing with the saves. We're the same rank. I'm going to fuck with you in rank someday. Black Dicey, please don't. I don't really play enough Rocket League anymore, to be honest. You'll probably never see me unranked again. I just don't do it, man. I just don't do it. With everybody else down on the field, let's go down as this series is tied up 2-2. Tempest running 9-0 on the season. BBC running 6-3. Let's watch game number 5 unfold. And
So
Chris, I'm going to let you take the lead on this one. I'm going to try to hydrate the old pipes.
Okay. First, we'll get into, before we start doing some actual calling, the hard-hearing analysis that you're going to get here is, you know, as long as the Red Bulls don't allow Tempest to tie the game with no time left on the clock, they seem to be able to win the game. All 3 members from Tempest there. A little dangerous, but they get the clear. No harm, no foul from the Tempest side. Diesel up! Murloc just standing around there. Diesel puts it away. Fox. Nice center there. Sometimes the dangerous, even if you're looking to center in the offensive zone. But Diesel was up in a hurry. Murloc caught napping. Squiddy finds crossbar. Murloc finds crossbar.
I apologize for just responding in the chat.
That's quite alright. Murloc almost got the block there. Dilly with the block. Comes down. Brills misses. Murloc centers. Dilly pushes over to Squiddy. Squiddy comes off the back wall. Dilly up. Could not get it around Fox. Nice save from Fox. Brills trying to clear it. Diesel switches the play up. Over to Fox. Fox sends it in. Murloc credited with the save. Fox is there. Gets booted to the ceiling. Nice touch from Squiddy. That was dangerous.
I saw the angle of his car coming in, and the first thing I thought was, Squiddy, if you own goal this, you'll never live it down, my friends. You'll never live it down.
Nice keep in by Diesel. That goes out. Brills trying to center, no one there. Dilly with the pass down to Murloc. Murloc drops it. Too close to Diesel. Diesel pushes it away. Brills looking for a pinch. Nice block from Diesel. Murloc up on Fox. Fox did get the touch. Oh, bad touch there for Murloc. Is that ball cleared away? Nope. Brills. Return to sender. Off the backboard. Fox looking for their double. Till he just pushes that away. A little miscommunication there from the Red Bulls. Dilly on net. That is in. Counterattack from the Red Bull side. Murloc with the dunk on Fox as Fox wheels. Ball goes over to Dill. Dill redirects it back into the net. We got a tie game. Just past the halfway mark in Game 5. Series is tied. Game is tied.
This is a bunch of this literally is the most tied as it can get. That's 1-1 and 2-2 sitting. Oh my goodness! But Dilly Bar slotting one away, taking the lead early there. And for those of you asking in the chat, the co-caster tonight is Ander Christ. He's a part of the Best Bud Club Network. He is a fantastic friend of mine, a fantastic caster, and a overall Rocket League knowledge guru who we have invited to get out here on the field with us tonight and do some analyst on the. He's very. I will be honest. Same thing with me. I hope you guys notice when I cast Big Top Gaming games, I'm very unbiased. Same thing you get with Red Bulls, Mr. Ander Christ here. He is also very unbiased, great caster, good at reading the game on the field. And we enjoy having him here.
Yeah, just don't ask me to put the ball in the back of the net.
Exactly. Same here, please God. If anybody ever, if I get one more person be like, dude, we should team up from 1v1. I'm gonna be like, dude, do you want to tank your rank? Is that what you? Do you want your rank to go down? Because if you do, sure, I'll play with you. But
yeah, that's kind of how I feel. But you know, get better at some point. I hope.
I know, yeah, we all hope. I don't know what happened to me, man. I ended up making it up to. I've said this 1,000 times on chat. I'm sure my chat is tired of hearing about it. But Black Dicey, I'm so excited to catch your tier two games in summer. Now, heads up, I will have an announcement after this series tonight. The Echo GG. Thank you so much. I will go ahead and turn his volume up right now. Thank you for the heads up. Let me reduce the decibel reduction and go in and actually increase your volume really quickly, sir. There we go. We've increased Ander Chris's volume to about 150%. Talk to me, bud. Tell me what's up.
Well, unfortunately, Dill cannot play for my team next in the summer with that post-it because he'll be Tier 1 and I'll be stuck in Tier 2. Squiddy! 1v1 play, though. Nice outlet from Murloc.
What a play from Squiddy. Diesel trying his best to get back. Couldn't use that last flick he had saved up to keep the ball off. And even if he had, would it have been enough? I do not believe it would have been. Squiddy coming in crazy. Unbelievable. And Black Dicey, I would love to catch your Tier 2 games in the summer, man. And for those of you who are hanging around, I do have some updates on my Jesus. Wow, Dilly Bar putting in for 5. Looks like Red Bulls are going to be taking this one. But I have some updates on my Indie Gaming League casting career that I think a lot of you are going to want to hang around and hear here soon. Nothing bad, but just news that I need to share. I want to share with everybody. And Black Dicey, I'll add you a command. You just tell me exactly what you would want the command to say, and I'll do it for you, brother. Or better yet, I'll have a mod who's here. As soon as the first mod to pop up in chat will be the one I'll have go on there and add that one.
So, result is confirmed, but the only thing we're waiting on is this scoreline going to stay the same.
Well, now with Red Bulls only one game away from the win. Oh goodness, this one's getting close.
All right. So, Red Bulls, they got 2 cracks at this. And Tempest, they know exactly what they need to do to get that trophy, that gold trophy with the 1 on it. And it has to start with winning Game 6, which they have more than proven that they can do.
Yeah, the capability is there. Look at Diesel and Fox real quick. Both of those players putting up a decent amount of shots for what they had opportunity-wise, but their saves really well. Red Bull's coming out with the offensive powerhouse. Dilly Bar, of course, shooting 3 for 9 because that's what he does. But the assist plays, the infield passes are absolutely incredible coming out from Red Bulls. Just every shot except for one was from an assist and 2 saves across the board for them. I truly believe that Dilly Bar and his teammates on Red Bulls have a chance at taking this one away right here. Let somebody prove me wrong. Let Tempest come through and show us that they have what it takes to bring us to game number 7. Or it will be up to Best Bud Clubs Network Red Bulls taking this one away and to the trophy cabinet. Kickoff one by Fox. Ball in the midfield. Squiddy is pushing. Squiddy off the sidewall. Keeps it downfield. Out of the corner. The shot's on target. Slaps it in. What an incredible play by Squiddy. Getting the demo in the corner. Oh, man. Fantastic play. Don't think Diesel was expecting any of that.
Man, nice individual effort there from Squiddy. Just 10 seconds in. That's another early goal, by the way, in the series for the Red Bulls.
They've consistently scored early goals throughout this series, and each time it has come back to be an absolute blessing. And Squiddy in the net as well, also turning out to be a blessing. Great save, trying to maintain control while being bumped, but Brills puts that past one. Will Murloc get back? He will. The shot is off target, but not the follow-up. Fox ties it up 1-1.
That might have touched Murloc. That might have been a help. Again, you will always take those. And Tempest resets the goal differential here, just 35 seconds in. Reminder.
Pass downfield to Squiddy, man. That was almost incredibly accurate. That would have been a nutty play to watch unfold.
Oh, nice goal there from Fox.
There he goes, showing us. We asked him to show us, can he compete? And he says, of course I can, Coyote. Who do you think I am? And then I said, I thought you were looking Fox. And he said, well, you were right. And scored that goal, giving themselves a 2-1 lead over Red Bulls.
So now it'll be interesting to see, because this has not happened a lot in the series. How good the Red Bulls are actually playing from behind.
It is about time we see it. As right now, this is the first time. This is the first time all night. Yeah, you're right. This is the first time all night that the Red Bulls have been in the deficit.
Yeah.
With time still on the clock.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Maybe. Oh no, it was briefly in game 2. Briefly in game 2, but Red Bulls did answer. But for the most part, the scoreline has favored the Red Bulls throughout this series. Nice drop there. But now Brills has free reign. Diesel sends it back.
On Murloc there was an incredible play. He knew he wasn't going to get the ball, but as long as he followed up. Oh, goodness gracious, looking Fox almost going for the double touch. He doesn't need it. The pass to Brills is complete. 3-1. Tempest goes up once more. What a good shot and good read from Brills from the midfield. Seeing that pass coming off that top crossbar, lining up perfectly, slotting it down, bottom left. Henricks, 10. You are my champion, sir. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful night. Where's my gourmet hydrate command? Ladies and gentlemen, I will promise you, if you message me on Discord, I will get to making you all your own individual commands if you want one. You're my champion, man. I appreciate it. I will make everybody here their own custom command they can use. Because I feel like that's awesome, man. Inclusivity is better than exclusivity any day of the week. I'll fight somebody to the teeth on that one. Except for this game right now is all about inclusivity, as we're including the top 2 teams of Tier 2 Division 4 going head-to-head for the championship game. Tempest is down 2-3 in the series, but up 3-1, 3-1 in goal, and oh, goodness gracious, in game number 6. This one could be going all the way. We are possibly going to be looking at a game number 7. Chris, did you see this coming?
Honestly, it's possible. If anything, like I always thought a sweep would actually favor Tempest. But the Red Bulls, you know, they do have trouble sweeping, and they don't look really good here in this Game 6. This is just, for Tempest, this is exactly what they needed. Get that 4-set Game 7. Granted, we got about 120 to go. You know, and I've seen ridiculous stuff like 4 goals in 30 seconds. But, again, and when you give the ball away like that, you know, now you are having to look at 4 and 30.
Just take a look at this. I mean, you've got all 3 players pushed up in the corner. Lack of communication. That's literally 3 words. Lack of communication. It comes down to that so simply sometimes, where nobody says they got it. Everybody in a panic thinks that they're the closest one or thinks that they're in the position. And instead of listening, speaking, and trusting, everybody goes up. They may, you know what? Somebody could have said, I got it, and all players still jump up for the ball right there, because it's a natural reaction to do when you're scared. And that's what separates the boys from the men in Rocket League, the ones who trust and the ones who don't. As another shot is put on target by Diesel from the pass from Fox, bottom left slot. Looks like we're going to be seeing game number 7 in 45 seconds, unless they can see a miracle come back from the Red Bulls. Doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the culture.
For the culture. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's start getting hyped. We've got a game 7. You couldn't have it better than this. Good friends in the casting booth. Great friends out on the field and in the chat. I'm so proud of every single one of you guys, and I appreciate every single person who comes in this chat, hung with me, supported your teams, dropped follows, dropped subs, donations, gifts, everything. Murloc, way to put one away there, keeping the Brazil from being solid. But every single one of you, I just want to reach out and say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I've been going through rougher times recently, having to deal with some personal life issues. And coming to stream and hanging out with you guys, even if you hate me and you're only here to watch your team, just knowing that you're here is a big help, and I appreciate every single one of you so much. So thank you for consistently showing up. And I'm glad of all the friends I've made this season in Indie Gaming League. You all make me incredibly happy. But we still have got one more game. One more game.
Yep, this one is it. And
I'm about to type it into the chat.
Well, I guess using the insider info, can't really be too surprised here that we're going to a game 7 now.
You know, he said, Murloc says, okay, Dillybar left. He went to go change the car. He's back in and ready to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the last time of the spring circuit, I'm going to let this clock run all the way down as we're going to jump into the final game 7. Please stay tuned if you enjoy my streaming and you consider yourself a stream regular. Here, I want to update you on some news between me and Indie Gaming League and how we'll be continuing throughout the summer circuit. I'd love to be able to get you guys involved so you know the information from the horse's mouth. Me being the horse, there's plenty of appendages of my body that would definitely guarantee you that I am a horse, like my hooves, my long head, my giant tail, things of that nature. Coyote equals horse. Actual desert. You know what? Your science has beaten me there. I don't know. Your science that's undisputable. Diesel immediately going for that reset shot there, but Murloc, great save. Going for the pop shot over to Dilly Bar. That one's going to be saved by Bruce as he gets a demo on top of Dilly. And that was going to come in from Fox. What an air carry right past the one defender he had to get through. Squiddy gets it right over the top of him. Bumps Squiddy out of the air. Open net advantage. Lillican Fox puts in the first gold, game number 7.
And I just would like to point out on the Red Bull side, 2 double commits in that 18 seconds. And there's a mess. Dilly with the clear. Red Bulls, there's still plenty of time. I would advise not to panic because there will be at least 60 seconds left in the game to do that.
Oh my goodness, it's Diesel. Slots another one all the way from the backfield, straight across, empty net, nobody home. Squiddy racing, trying to get back, unable to do so. Tempest up 2-0.
And I'd probably like to say there's... Well, I can go ahead and say it. Ladies and gentlemen, Tempest's favorite player is showing up for the Red Bull. It's Hero Dilly.
Hero Dilly.
And that is the worst. That is the worst Dilly you want to see. Like.
Oh man. Dilly's trying really hard. Every time I see him, he goes. It shows he's just a little bit too far downfield, overcommitted, in landing and recovering, getting back at this level of and this speed of play. It's virtually impossible in most situations. And the rotation there from Squiddy, clean, perfectly cut in the middle, but once again, double commit coming out from the defense, trying to get the clear outside. The boys on Red Bulls are starting to panic. They really need to hold things together here. Within the next 3 minutes and 21 seconds, Diesel is solidifying the Tempest win. Now, please do remember, ladies and gentlemen, win or lose of this championship, both teams are still invited to play in the Tournament of Champions being put on by yours truly, a Coyote, and Sparky, and a few of the administrators over at Indie Gaming League. One in particular, Drunk Cookies. It is his birthday, so if you guys are all in Indie Gaming League and want to go wish Drunk Cookies a happy birthday, please do so, man. I'm sure he would love that, being the social little butterfly that he is. And for any of you who know Drunk Cookies will know that I am very sarcastic when I say that. Well, Gilly goes up for a challenge in the midfield here, trying to pass out to the mid, but nobody's there. Diesel, demoed by Murloc, empty net. Murloc back, trying to challenge that ball, keeps it against the wall. Squiddy coming in for the 50 on it. Trying to pop that out to the mid, but unable to do so. Good save by, I think that was Fox. Diesel with the demo on Dilly. Dilly up, the shot's on target. Finally, an opening of the score halfway through game number 1. Say game number 1 because this is it.
Yeah, I mean,
this is it. This is the only one that matters.
Yep, we had a best of 7, then went to best of 5, best of 3. Now we're in a best of 1.
This is it. Whoever wins this one's taking it home. And there's nothing I can do to change that, stop it, influence it. The script has already been written. It was handed over to me on my desk about 2 hours ago. I'm sure Murloc's going to try to want to touch it again right here, but it's taken by, yep, that's exactly right. Dilly's going to go up for the shot. It's going to be inconsistent. Brills and, yep, that's exactly right. Brills and Fox go for the clear. This script is spot on accurate, ladies and gentlemen. Spot on.
Well, since the script is a little bit of a surprise to me, I am surprised that Tempest is doing a lot of double committing.
Oh, it's...
But there they managed to get away with one there. But there was a defensive bump there on Murloc. I couldn't see which Tempest player did it. Prevented Murloc from getting back, and Fox just had an open net. So Red Bulls, they know what they need to do. They got to get 4 basically in 130 just to force overtime.
I'll be honest with me, though. Do you think it's possible?
I mean, I've seen it on my stream, and probably this is one of the few BBC squads that could actually do it. I don't know if it will actually happen. Now they need 5. Now? I don't think so.
That shot coming from Looking Fox. I mean, what an incredible defensive read. Actual dessert dropping the IGL fake news in the chat. Oh man, highly unfortunate for the boys on Best Buds Club Network. I am a caster, and of course unbiased is how we both are. Me and Andrew Chris. I belong to Big Top Gaming Organization, but I cast very unbiased. And same thing, Andrew Chris belongs to the Best Buds Clubs Network, and he's very unbiased, as you can see.
Yeah, I mean, I want my club to win, but you know what? You know,
it's
these game 6 and 7, like, all right, we have the chance. Game 6 and Gate 7 right now, this has just been the Tempest show. Like, you know, the Red Bulls are going to have to do 4 and 30, basically. We'll see if they can do it. But, you know, Tempest, right now, their opponent's not even the Red Bulls. It's the clock. They just need to play smart, kill clock, don't do anything stupid, and they're going to take this home.
Well said. The opponent is the clock rather than the actual other team. And I will say with that touchdown from Brills to Fox, back to Diesel, keeping the ball high. They're doing a great job of wasting time. The challenge coming out, but that's going to be stopped by Fox. I believe that will do it right there, ladies and gentlemen. As hard as BBC Red Bulls have fought, Tempest will progress to a 10-0 record on the season. Your Tier 2 Division 4 champions have been crowned. Congratulations, Tempest. Looking Fox, Brills, and Diesel taking it home.
Yeah, congratulations. Congratulations to Tempest right there. Like, the first 4 games pretty well fought, even through 5. You know, and Tempest, you know, they were down 3-2. But man, when they needed to, they absolutely put on a clinic in game 6 and 7. Red Bulls, you know, we'll have, you know, the private conversation to find out what went wrong. But, you know, Tempest, man, they came out. So congratulations to Fox, Diesel, and Brills there for their well-deserved 7-game series win and that gold trophy. That gold trophy with the 1 on them. Congratulations, Tempest. You deserve it.
In a definite loss there. First of all, Steel Peel, thank you so much for the host, my friend. Hope you had a wonderful stream tonight. Thank you so much for the host. Hope you guys are all having a good time. Hope Steel Peel kept you entertained as we just crowned Tempest as the Tier 2 Divisional 4 champions. We're about to get an interview in here with the captain of Tempest, Looking Fox. Let me see. I believe he just, yep, there he goes. He just DM'd me.
Oh, crud. Well,
I'm going to call him now. I think hopefully this will add him to the group. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if we do this. Maybe I may have to bring you in separately, Andrew, Chris. Let me try real quick, okay?
Okay. So we'll get to see here how some of the things are made. So let me pop up my Discord. So let me disconnect from this call. Yeah, let's go ahead and disconnect from this call and wait on Coyote. So while we're waiting on the call, yeah, we get to see a lot of stuff here, but that's fine. That is fine. Did I get the friend request? Okay. Yep.
And then we ended up getting third, and then we played in the winter and just didn't too good. But it was a different team, and then I picked up my two boys, and I guess we did. I guess we're pretty good. I mean, we didn't lose a single series.
Yeah, to say. Well, we're gonna go. Are you ready to get? We're going to get this interview started. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Andrew, Chris, do you hear bud?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you hanging in there and hanging tight. We have the one, the only Fox in the chat with me and Andrew Christ. Fox, how are you feeling after that win?
A little stressful, I think, because I mean it was a good series. We played. I think we played pretty bad at the very beginning, and then we kind of just rounded ourselves out and finished pretty. But it feels good. It's a good feeling.
I will. That's exactly what from what I noticed too. At the beginning of the series, looked like it was leaning really heavily towards the Red Bulls, but as time went on, it was almost like every game Tempest grew stronger and stronger. And I remember you guys playing Frontside Esports for the semifinals on my stream, and it was just an absolute annihilation.
Yeah,
and oh man.
I think they scored front side. I'm pretty sure they only scored one goal against us and all. It was because it was a 4-0 sweep, and I think they scored only one goal, which was in the last game. It was kind of like that for us for like the first three games. We did not we barely scored. We scored like one or two goals a game, and we're like usually score like three or four. So it was a little. I think that what kind of throw us off a little bit is their defense was really good, and we just wasn't getting any passing plays out.
You definitely did a good job at the end of that game, at the end of that whole series, really closing things down and taking control, especially with the amount of leads and the ability to be able to continuously put on the pressure. And, it was almost like no matter the score, there was not, and of course, here's the lovely Coyote face. I did it just for you. I did it just for you, actual dessert. I wanted you to have something sweet to snack on. Sorry, man. I'm fucking weird. I don't know what else. I don't know what to say. But, anyway, back to this very serious interview. The fact of the matter was that you guys, it was almost like there was no goal amount that was enough. It was continuing pressure. Is that something that you and your boys do on Tempest? While you play ranked, while you're playing casuals, are you guys just our house? Game is over, and then once the clock hits zero, then we stop scoring, or
normally, yeah. Today, for some reason, it was a little different. Like it just seems like we was just touching the ball to touch it and not really creating like plays to actually shoot. And like so we wasn't getting really like many opportunities to make the goals. But like I think towards the mid I think the first time we beat this team like scored 6-1, then we kind of like started like getting back to where we usually play, and then like it just rolled for after that. Like we got a little chasey is what we did. It was playing a little smart, and then we just got chasing. It worked out.
It did. You know what? It did work out extremely well, and it was such an exciting game to watch. Andrew, Chris, do you have any questions for Fox?
Yeah, I guess I should first get the expected things out of the way. Um, no offense, Fox, but F. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, first, congratulations on your championship.
Thanks.
Um, that was whoa. That was actually one heck of a series. I actually want to focus in on Game Five only because that would spoiler alert. Obviously, that was the first of the huge differential games, but it went in full in favor of the Red Bulls. How did you guys, gear up for Game Six? I mean, we know what happened, but how did you turn it around? Because that was that was that was an impressive performance.
Are you talking about the game where like they absolutely clapped us?
Yeah, they beat you. I think
Dude,
if I got the replays
yeah, it
right,
was like five. It was
6-1.
like, yeah, it was like 5 or 6. Yeah.
yeah,
We did. We just kept saying like, hey, like we just need to pass. Like we need to create opportunities, like to like make goals. Like we need to challenge everything because we was just kind of hitting it to them, and they was just passing it. Like they was just passing each other back, and like and so like we was thinking about that the entire like from game one all the way up until that point. But like it really didn't start clicking until like after that. We're like, all right, we ain't gonna lose this, and then we just the very next game we just started chasing a little bit, and I guess it was different from what they were normally used to after all those games, and it just worked out. And then after that, we was just kind of we just had our own pace. We was going at like this continuous pressure. But yeah, honestly, that's all it is. We just talked about it, and we're just like, hey, let's actually do what we need to do, and it just worked out.
yeah.
Well,
I mean, I'm just gonna say is that kudos to you. You made an adjustment, and it caught your opponents way. As seen in Game 6 and 7, it caught them way off guard, and it just didn't look like the Red Bulls could make the adjustment. Um, you know, I would have to say, it was a smart adjustment. So again, like, kudos on you guys to make the late series adjustment, and just to push forward when your backs are up against the wall. Hate
That
to
was
hate hate to do the cliches, but I mean,
yeah, that was
again,
the
Game 6 and 7. That was again. I'm on the other side internally, but that was an impressive performance.
yeah. It was. I feel like just the first half we just wasn't playing like we normally do because like we just had like 2 or 3 shots per game at that point, and we usually had like I think the very last game we had 10 shots. I think a minute and a half in, and we just rolled with it.
you
Yeah,
guys definitely did a really good job with your offensive control, and that's one thing I really wanted to bring up was just congratulations on the fact of being able to maintain that control and do such a good job. And of course, I know this whole log right here is very tense right now. We have a coyote and a fox all sitting in between one Anderchrist, and I feel very very concerned about Anderchrist's safety as coyotes and foxes.
Actually we have three because see it's Lichen Fox is how you pronounce
Oh
my
my
gamer tag.
God!
So it's
Get this
Lichen
man out of here! Get him out!
Thorpe. So I'm a wolf.
No!
I'm a chimera. Come on now. I'm a wolf fox.
You know
Let's
what?
go.
You're that's honestly pretty. I'm not gonna say this on stream, so I'm gonna mute myself. That's pretty fucking cool, dude. But I'm not letting anybody hear that. So yeah, eat shit and die, you piece of garbage.
It'll live on in YouTube.
Oh man, it'll
Tyler,
live
you're
on
actually
in
one of my
YouTube,
favorite.
exactly.
You're actually one of the best. You're probably one of like the top 2 streamers that like, we've been casted for. Like you just have a really good setup with like the stats and
Hey,
stuff.
thank you.
Question: the stats at the beginning of the games
Yes, sir.
was that from just the tournament or or like the whole like league?
That's the whole league. So what I
God,
did,
dude, I'm trash when it comes to scoring. 0.25 per game.
you have to keep in mind. No, if you have the stream open right now.
No, I can't.
Well, the way the stream sits is that whenever, and this is for you guys at home who are watching this too. The first screen we go to is the stat screen. The stat screen has got both teams, Tempest on the left and Red Bulls on the right, and it shows an average score. Now, if you add up all the goals here, or all the like on the left hand side, Tempest, you have one player shooting one player shooting 1.5, and Like and Fox shooting 0.25. Now, does that equal 2.94? No, it doesn't.
Wow.
The reason that is due to forfeits. It's due to consideration of the fact that you do or do not have a sub. It is due to putting in information into score reporting. Those stats can't be trusted as much as the player stats. Well, that's why I started now creating these individual team stats where you can go in and see exactly, okay, here's what Fox has been known for. Fox has been known for shooting 0.25 goals a game, but saving 2 a game, getting 0.75 assists. Brilsby matching him on that 0.75, matching him with 2 saves, and also a goal a game. And Diesel 1.5, 0.75, 0.25. That's the whole layout that I started running now, just because I wanted it to be more accurate. But all of those stats are compiled from the season. I just happened to notice that the player stats are more accurate than the group team stats from the
Yeah.
main stat screen I post. So that's why I have that. That's why that screen exists.
I
Jesus
like
says,
it.
oh, I didn't have 1.5 goals game during the season. Could barely hit the net.
That's what he's doing. He's been tanking my goals per game when he puts,
God,
because
Diesel,
he's the
come
one that puts
on.
it in. He's been tanking them. He's like, look, we're gonna give him like
Look
none.
at look at that.
He
Unbelievably
he added
selfish.
the difference to his goals per game.
He
Took them
just
off
gave
mine, gave them to
it.
him.
He did. He boosted your assists per game up, though. I'll tell you that much. Well, I will go ahead and tell you this, Fox. Congratulations for you and the boys on Tempest for the, of course, Tier 2 Division 4 championship win. You guys definitely deserve it. Congratulations. I hope to see you all in the Tournament of Champions actually started tonight, but Tier 2 will be going on a little bit later on this week. I hope to see you guys there. Are you guys able to make it? Are you
Yeah, yeah,
any
yeah,
plans to it?
yeah. I think we signed up for it. We got I sent them invites, and I'm pretty sure Brills and I call him Matt because it's his real name,
Of
but
course.
they both accepted it. So I'm pretty sure we're in it, as far as I know.
Right on, man. Well, I can tell you one thing. I will hopefully be there to cast it. If I'm not there to cast it, Rad Sparky is the actual one who put the whole thing together. Him and another community caster will be there, but I will be there in spirit, rooting you guys on. Congratulations once again, Fox. It's been a pleasure. Have a wonderful night. Any last words you want to leave your loving diehard fans out there in the chat with?
Let's go for bangers.
Go for bangers. Man, you know what? The interview that we're ending this interview right there. Fox, it's good night, sir.
See you.
Take care, man. Absolutely incredible. Would you not say so, Andrew Chris?
Yeah. Hey, again, disappointed that my club did not come out on top there, but you know, not I can't take anything away from Tempest there. Like
Not at all.
again, at game 6, game 7, that's just a clinic, and again, they were 9-0 coming in this for a reason, you know, and you know they you know they never lost sight of their goal. They never lost sight of their goal. Yeah, and they held up.
True.
They held up in just amazing fashion, you know, and again, like I can't say enough about them. That's they deserved it. Plain and simple, they deserved it. It took them 7, but yeah, they deserved that one.
At least in the end, if it is any consolation to Dilly Bar and all the boys, you guys still have the invitation to the Tournament of Champions, and you can always have the chance for that rematch. That was a real close one, and I'm sure you guys have the ability to take it to the Tournament of Champions and get a trophy there. Regardless, guys, that's going to be the end for my stream. Thank you so much, Andrew Chris, for joining me, man. I've had an absolute pleasure casting with you tonight. I hope it's been the same for you.
Same here. We need to rethink our 3-month plan at some point. I don't know when our streams are going to cross. We're just too busy.
That's totally
I'm
true,
again, like before we end, like in case you didn't know, for the non-BBC people, I am the primary caster for my club, And yeah, I do a lot of the heavy lifting on the casting side, in addition to like trying not to be bad on the pitch. Um, so it just seems like, well, suddenly I have a free time up as we get eliminated, or just just we go through everything. So I would like to do this again more frequently, but
Yeah,
I'll if it just works out this way. Hey, it just works out this way. I'm not gonna complain. Coyote, you do one hell of a job,
man.
and
Thank you.
thank you also for contributing your services to IGL
Of
and
course,
being in the Community Caster Network.
I
Um,
absolutely love it. Wouldn't change it for the world, man. I love Indie Gaming League. Love being a part of the casting league. And actually, before you leave, Anna Chris, let me go ahead and make this announcement. I wanted to let you guys know this is important for those of you who do follow me, whether it's from Indie Gaming League, United Rogue, Rocket Soccer Confederation, anything at all that I stream. So with this being the last week, that was the last game of Championship Week. I will be cutting back my hours with Indie Gaming League, and we'll be cutting back to streaming only 2 days a week for Indie Gaming League, at least for a little while, until the start of the new season. Just because I'm stretching myself really thin. I've got a lot of people who are asking me to do things, and some of the positions are paid positions, and some of them, Indie Gaming League's free. I do this. I offer my time and service to this. But whenever people want to pay you to do stuff, it's kind of easy to be like, well, I'd rather get paid for it. At least give it a shot. I haven't done it before. But so I'm gonna have my whole streaming schedule will change here shortly. But you can guarantee and count on me to be there throughout the entire Tournament of Champions, and also the Invitational Tournament being put on by YLB2. You'll see him in the chat there. Probably Logan. He's putting on an Invitational Tournament for cash as well. That's going to be a really sweet one. That one's non-IGL affiliated, but does have a cash prize. I wanted to make sure that you guys, the ones who come out here and watch all the time, all knew that. And if you have any questions about it, man, or want to know the new schedule or anything, I'll let you guys know as soon as I figure it out. And you're more than welcome to DM me and we can talk about it, or join in the Discord. I mean, literally right here, you can go in and join into Big Top Gaming Discord, and you'll see me there, A Coyote, the biggest, baddest motherfucking name in that old Discord, bro. There I am, sitting there, chilling. They should change it from Big Top Gaming to Coyote Gaming. I swear. As Steel Peel is, Steel Peel there is actually one of the founders of Big Top Gaming. He is an incredible guy, an incredible friend, and a incredible supporter as well as he is the founder. Founder tag. Actually, you know what? Now he's being a dick. That's straight not happening. You know what? Fuck Big Top Gaming. Don't join that one. Join something else. I'm just kidding. Icon, I have a question. What are the other divisions? I wasn't sure about how that was decided or how that works. I have a question. I'm sorry. What do you mean? I have a question. What are the other divisions? I wasn't sure about how that was decided or how that works. Oh, Icon, because you'll be new to. Just to make sure you're going to be new. No, you just played. I was like, wait a second. I literally just saw you earlier on the other stream. So with the other divisions, so what happens? Okay, let me go ahead and explain this. For the Tournament of Champions, what we end up doing is the night one was about semifinals. The second night ends up going through like Tier 2, Division 4 or 5. So there's no rhyme or reason of why one team will get placed in Division 4 or 5 that I know of. No specific reason, at least.
the divisions are just there to help sort things, really.
Exactly.
It's
They just separate players.
Yeah, basically with how the change to like the IGL nomenclature that was, I think, in the from fall to winter.
Yes, they
Basically, the divisions are just to basically provide like 36 to 40 team, you know, leagues, division, or whatever for throughout the tiers. Um, you know,
kind of like a barrier just to make sure that no tier, because I mean each tier takes the top 16 teams into the playoffs, or each division takes the top 16 teams in the playoffs. Well, if like there's a plenty of in tier, just to give you an example, tier 3 and tier 4 both have multiple divisions. Um, whereas Tier 1 and Tier 2, as they are getting bigger, are also having multiple divisions. Well, if you put 100 teams in Tier 1 and they have a 6-week regular season, you're going to have undoubtedly 20
You'll have
teams.
5-1s. You'll have 5-1s miss the playoffs on
Yeah,
tiebreakers.
you'll have 5-1 with less, but that's the thing is that you'll also have teams who went 6-0 who just didn't score enough goals,
And they'll be like a
and
9 seed or something
and
like that.
they'll be like a 9 seed, or even worse, you'll have a 9-0 team or a 6-0 team who maybe doesn't even make the playoffs. So that's why the divisions are there. They're just to split it up to make sure that everything's even. And how many teams are there in my tier? What tier are you? Tier 2 right now, Icon? Because if you're tier 2, then you have I can tell you right now. Let me jump over to Discord. I can tell you. Tier 2, yes, sir. I'll tell you exactly how many you had this past season, and I'll tell you how many to expect next season. Excuse me. I apologize. So for Tier 2, 3v3, you had Division 3 in Division 4 in 2v2 East. And in 3v3, you had Divisions 4, Divisions 5, Division 6. Tier 3 is the highest populated. In both Tier 3, you have 5, 6, 7, and 8 divisions. And in 3v3, you have 7, 8, 9, and 10 divisions. By far the most populated. In 2v2 West, now in 2v2 West, you're lucky. You actually only have one division. West Coast teams are a little bit less populated right now, which is a good thing for West Coast players, but is growing fast. So definitely a good thing to keep in mind. That of course, it will be growing. It will, and you'll see a big difference between this season and next season, especially if you watch the IGL announcement stream tonight. But regardless, guys, it is getting a little bit late for me. 11:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here. I've got some work to do in the morning, and I've actually got some work I need to do tonight. Getting ready to move out of my apartment, Chris. Getting ready to move into a 1-bedroom here shortly. Excited about it.
All right. Well, good luck with the move.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Hope it goes smooth. Yeah, I kind of feel you there. We probably, as fun as this has been, we probably need to wrap this up, right?
Yeah, but hey, as much fun as congrats, man. Moving isn't fun. Icon, yes, you are totally right. But let me at least first, we're gonna go ahead and raid somebody, and definitely, I agree with you 100%. Anarchist, as much fun as I have with you, man. Eventually, it's only right that we call the night the night. Let's go see let's see who is streamable. Let's see who we can raid. Let's see. I'll find somebody good for us. So we've got Rocker Soccer Confederation. I tell you what. Let me do this real quick before any of you guys leave. We're gonna go over here and raid the Aristic. His name is Aristic. His real name is Joseph. Probably one of the best guitar players I've ever seen, ever learned in my entire life. He's honestly just a great guy. Even if you just stop in and give him a follow, the man is insane. Just hang out with him. So incredibly intelligent. So incredibly intelligent. Actual Dessert, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you had fun for the little bit you could watch, and we still got plenty more to come for you, brother. Jump over here, go raid this man. Just drop him a follow. Tell him Coyote says hey, and tell him you love him very much. And he's got a beautiful face. He's an extremely intelligent, incredible guitar player. His name is Joseph Kuykendall, and he is there for your pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening. Take care.